the water for y'all tuning in, man. We appreciate y'all watching. If you like this content, make sure you leave a thumbs up in this video to let us know. And listen, man, while you at it, if you like seeing content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We answering all your questions, like why did God allow blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to go into slavery? Or why are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians the #1 people mistreated because of their race? Or even, how could God let innocent people die? Well, we answer all that. Questions that your Christian pastor would never answer. And we get it straight out the Bible, man. It's been right in front of our face for thousands of years. We're going to give you the truth, man, because the Isupk is the home of the truth. So look, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to get notified every time we drop a video. Check this out too. Hit this QR code right here. It's going to get you everything you need to contact the Isupk near you. All right? Shalom.
Hey, I don't give a love to fuck about what them bitches gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a love to fuck about what them niggas gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my Akim, fuck with my sisters, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's corner, I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's the Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm reeling them in, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, bitch, I'm stamped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad at this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga. Training, put through the baddest conditions. I don't fuck with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous, submissive, she glad to be with me. Had that thing Putin like Vladimir, nigga. She know I'm a prophet, she glad to be listening. Disrespect, I ain't having that shit. Tell her go make some business from scratch. She bitchin' the different breed of black men. We don't do the back thing. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get the racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, forget about my face. We standing up straight, can't hold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. Don't use some rank, I told you. Line up in these ranks, we sold you. You can take them to the bank, we focus on. How many times must we remind you? One body, one way, some break. I would never take up as a face. When the law with you ain't no up next. It's just us, nigga, that's that on that. All that weak shit, that ain't no threat. Say you won't beat, bitch, with that ain't no sweat. We with all that. The Lord called a nigga out the world. I responded and called back. Oh, Lord. And everything that they stole from us, fuck the shit, we want all that. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your honor, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine, that's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. That's why we unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better hide the women, hide the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't but the same. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in here with me. We in the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Fucking Hispanic, Native American, Indian. We ain't just talking shit, but we living in it. We be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be fresh as hell, take a picture. And we professional now with the scriptures. Play, we gon' script them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas tripping, they mind blown. Swear really forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on the slide that I know about this when I send with the gun with the slide for real. I get the order, you know that it's slaughter. See me and my niggas gon' die for real. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet about me cause I'm fed up. I rep UPK. My niggas won't let up. Got choppers, got nines, AKs, Berettas. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with what me and my nigga like, bitch, or whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with what me and my nigga like. My nigga like them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your honor, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all don't fuck with such and such? Why y'all won't come together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. Understand me? Like, niggas be out here on some weirdo shit. And to be honest, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Hey, 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 That's why we unaffiliated with them, yeah. Oh. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey. Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. Yeah. I'm in yo. Got my nigga Rawan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general, your honor. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look. Hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top when we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change, and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hockey gon' let him have it. Hey, make you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm ripping. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, and shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey.
All right, Shalom, y'all, by Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Latamba Shem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. I'm Precinct Officer 50, Rewam Yala, Ban Yahweh the Ban Yasharala out of Isupk Louisiana. This is the Isupk Louisiana Salakia Lashawan Qadash class. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We have attendance in the building tonight. Normally, I would just rather be screaming, or I would be screaming online, and I could show you guys online, or I would share my screen online. So what I'm gonna do simultaneously. I'm gonna put the characters on the screen for you, right? And I want you to go over the characters online, and I'm also going to put them on the board, on the whiteboard inside the school. Okay, so bear with me. Let me share my screen. We're going to go over the characters together. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if everybody can see that fluently. Hey, Shalom, y'all small thumb by Shim y'all shy. Sister Nazam. Also, make sure you hit that link in the chat, right? That's the sign-in attendance. It's required for credits for the ISUPK, including your Hebrew name. You understand? So you want to make sure you got your sign-in. Young man Fabian, I got your sign-in, okay? So you will be credited for attending class today. I want to share the screen. Let's see. Okay, the screen that I got online now, let me know if that's legible for y'all. Put a 1 in the chat if that's legible, if you can read that. I can move this up some so I can. Give me a 1 in the chat if that's legible. Then I can move this camera to the board. That way the brother in the school could see the camera. See the board. All right, so here's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna stop sharing the screen. We're gonna go over them together. Okay. All right, so these are your characters in the paleo. All right, I'm gonna write them in red. All right, so this is your paleo or your ancient. Okay. This is your ancient Hebrew. So our first character is I, okay? I. Our second character is Ba. Y'all want to write along with this, okay? Our next character is Ga, okay? So far we got I, Ba, Ga, right? And then we have Da. The next character is Ha. Next we have Wa. Then we have Za. Let me know online if this is legible. You can see this on the board, let me know. If you can't see it, let me know. You can't see it? All right. This is what you can do. You can scoot you a chair up, right? I'll put you up about right here. So let me know how that works for you. Swap. All right, most high crack. So far we got ba, ga, da, ha, wa, and za. Remember, this is your Paleo or your ancient Hebrew. Okay. Next we got cha, cha. The pronunciation of cha is important because it's a roll, right? It's a roll with the pronunciation on your tongue, okay? You're scratching it out. That's why you got those two A's there. It's cha, cha, okay? It's like, is that a do-rag on your head? You want to take that off when anytime you perceiving any information from the scriptures or of your language. You want to have your head uncovered so you can perceive it, okay? So like we said, we got ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha. Okay. Our next character is ta. Okay. Ta. Then we have ya. Next we got ka. And that's why I say this is important, the ka, because you don't want to mistake it with ka. Okay. This is ka, that's ka. Okay. You can hear the pronunciation of both A's when you roll it, right? It's for compared to just ka, right? It's just two syllables. You're scratching one of the syllables on the ha, okay? And this is just ka. Salaki, one syllable, salaki. You're scratching the one syllable in the ka, okay? All right, next we got la. All right. Then ma. Then na. It's like I want to pull this down a little bit. I'm gonna rewrite these real fast. Show you why in a minute. So what did I say? We have la. All right. Then we have ma. Okay. And na. Our next character is sa. Next we got I. You notice that I doesn't have an A behind it. It's just I, simply I. Okay. That's the character that identifies it. Okay. Then we have pa. And taza. Let's go over what we got. We got ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha. All right. Ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza. Next character is qua. Qua. Okay. Got a few more, which is ra. Next one is Ra. Then we have Sha. And last we have Ta. Okay. So now we're gonna number them. We're gonna figure out how many characters we have in the Paleo or the Ancient, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We have 22 characters, unlike the English, which is 26 alphabets in the English language, right? So in the Paleo or the Ancient, right, we have 22 characters or consonants, all right? All of these are consonants, all right? Now what I'm going to do in the blue, I'm going to write them in the Assyrian, okay? The Assyrian. All right, so in the Assyrian, we changed it up, okay? In the Assyrian, we changed it up, okay? When we was captive in Assyria, you understand, we made our language more fancier, right? To try to adapt in the language that in the land that we was in the time. And it kind of made it on the little gibberish side, you understand? But it's still legible today. More than likely, you're gonna find all your words or characters when you look them up online, on Google, wherever you may be looking up Hebrew, you're gonna find it in Assyrian rather than in the Paleo or the Ancient. Now, the Paleo or the Ancient is more legible to me personally. It's more easier to use. I prefer it because it is our Aboriginal tongue, right? These are the exact characters that we use in the ancient days. But unfortunately, when we're looking up words, right, and we're using Google or Blue Letter Bible, right, we're going to more than likely see it in the Assyrian, which is why it's important to learn the Assyrian. But do I care for it? No, I don't. But I have to teach it to you. You understand? I got to teach it to you because it gotta be legible for you. It gotta be, you know what I'm saying, to where you can identify it and you can look up words, or else you're gonna be lost in the sauce, right? Because like I said, unfortunately, this is more than likely what you're gonna find. Every word in Assyrian, right? So at the bottom, right? The bottom here and the bottom here, I'm gonna write the Assyrian. The pronunciation won't change, just the character, just the way the character look. It's the only thing that's gonna change, right? So you see up here, you got Paleo or Ancient. Down here, you got Assyrian, right? I'm finna write it for you. That's the Assyrian character for Ah. Okay? This is the Assyrian character for Ah. All right? If you need to scoot up a little bit, young man, you can. You too wild if you need to scoot up a little bit. You got prescribed glasses? Okay. Make sure you wear them. If you don't got them, let the camp leader know, man. We'll see about getting you a prescription. You can scoot up too, Junior, if you need to, or if you need to get a quick view. You should have this already. This should be legible for you. You understand? I'm telling you, like, we've been on this. All right. I'm going slower today because we got a young man who haven't learned Lashawan Qadash. Okay. All right. So our next character is Ba, right? I'm going to write it in Assyrian for you. Okay. So we got here and there, just like that. All right. So our next character. That's Ga. So we got I, Ba, and Ga. Now, when I write them in the Assyrian, I want you to pay attention. Pay close attention because there's going to be a lot to learn about the Assyrian. Okay? So our next character is Da, right? And it's written like that. Then we have Ha. Okay? Just like that. Then we have Wa, which is like that. This is Za. Okay? Next, we got Kha. Just like that. And we have Ta. All right, Ta. Just like that. This is Ya. Ya reminds me of apostrophe in the English language, right? Which is what is it called? A punctuation, something like that. But the apostrophe, right? Like we'll go between the N and the D. I mean the N and the T and don't. Okay, that's what the Ya in the Assyrian reminds me of. Okay. Now this how I'm gonna write it. The one with the two characters, because there's two characters that could represent one character in the Assyrian, right? And this is important because one character will be shown at the beginning of a word or the middle of that word, and the other one will be shown at the end of that word only. Okay, so Ka is an example, right? Okay, Ka. For Ka, the first character is like that, just like this. Okay, this will be found at the beginning or the middle of a word in Assyrian. Okay, just like this. Now, this is also Ka, and it will be found at the end of a word. And we'll go over the scriptures towards the end of the class. I'll be able to show you the difference or examples. Excuse me. Okay. So let's go over the top row in the Assyrian. We got Ah, we got Ba, we got Ga, we got Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Cha, Ta, Ya. This is Ka. This character will be found at the beginning or the middle of a word. Then we got the last character, which is Ka, and it would only be found at the end of a word. So you have two characters that represent Ka. I'm only using English punctuation to separate the two for you. This is not a part of the character. Okay? This is a comma. This is the first one. This is the second one. Remember, in the Paleo and in the Assyrian, we go from right to left. In the English, we go from left to right. But in the Hebrew, it's always right to left. You understand? Everything starts off with the right. You understand? You learn the adaptation of everything beginning with your left in American captivity, which is backwards. You understand? Everything always start off with the right. All right. So this is the Assyrian for La. Okay. Just like that. La. All right. Here's Ma. All right. There's two characters that represents Ma. Okay. That's the first character. The second character looks like this. All right. Next, we got Na. Now, there's something similar for Na, right? Because it's going to look like Ka in the Assyrian. Show you what the difference is, okay? For Na and Ka, that's the first character for Na. This is the second character for Na, right? It looks like Ka, if you look at it, right? The only difference would be the length in which you draw both the characters. The Na you always draw is shorter. It's identical. It's exactly identical. But the only thing is, with the Na, you would draw the Na shorter. With the Ka, you would extend it. You would exaggerate drawing the characters or writing the characters, okay? I don't want that to confuse you. If you got any questions, let me know. I'll try to break it down a little bit simpler for you, okay? Now, this is Sa. Okay. You don't want to confuse that either, right? You can get it confused with Paleo, right? Which is the next character in Paleo. You got I, right? And it just looked like an O. But the Sa kind of got this little, you know what I'm saying, beginning. I don't know how to describe it, but kind of looked like a O with a tail at the top of it. I don't know. But you want to always know that this is Assyrian, and this one right here is Paleo. This is Assyrian for Sa. This is Paleo for I. Okay. All right. The Assyrian for I. It's just like that. Kind of look like a Y, right? But it's not. It's Assyrian. It's not English. This is Assyrian. Okay. Now for pi, right? There's two characters that represents pi as well, or identifies pi. Right? That's the first character. Here's the second. All right. There's also two characters for Tazah. Okay. All right. Next character. We got Qua. Qua, okay? It's just like that. Kind of looks like a P, okay? I only compare them to the English because we're so fluent with English. We speak it. We was taught it. We was born with the knowledge of English, right? So if you kind of compare some of the characters to the English, you understand it'll help you remember it in the Paleo or the Hebrew, Salaki. You understand? But you will only remember it if you're interested in learning Hebrew. If you're not, it's gonna go in one ear and not the other. It's kind of like learning any other language. If you don't have any interest of learning English, Salaki, Spanish or Portuguese or what else we got? Italian, so many languages. If you don't have any interest of learning these languages, you'll never learn it. You understand? You may, it's kind of like with me with Spanish. I kind of, I'm kind of lazy on learning Spanish. I know some things. Like I see a group of my Hispanic brothers from the tribe of Isupk. I might be, what do I say? I forgot it that fast. Que onda way, you understand? And I even say it the way they would say it, que onda way, which means what's up. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like que pasa, you get what I'm saying? Which also means what's up. You understand? But I don't have the drive or the enthusiasm to learn Spanish. Therefore, I'm not that deep into it. Same way with the Hebrew, right? When you have the enthusiasm or the drive to learn your language, this language belongs to you. You understand? We can cross out Spanish. We can cross out Honduran. We can cross out all these languages that we learned in our captivity that separated us, and we can learn the language that's, that brings us together. You get what I'm saying? Our tongue, which is called the holy tongue, right? Or the holy language. And the word holy just means separate. Okay. All right. So next character, right, is Ra. Okay. You want to see that Ra, or you want to pay attention that Ra also identifies some characters, right? It identifies the bottom character or the last ending character, which is what I like to call it, the ending characters, for Na, and also the ending character for Ka, right? It kind of resembles Da, you understand? But there are key things that help you identify them separately, right? So for Da, you see this hook in there, right? That's specifically for Da, right? For Na, you see instead of this curved area right here, right? It comes here and it goes straight down. Also, the same with Ka. A thing that identifies or that separates Ka and Na is the shortness or the longness of each character, right? The Ka is kind of long, Na is pretty short. All right. Same thing with Ha, Ha, and this last character, which is Ta, Salaki. I'm gonna write that in a second. So we got Sha, all right? Got Sha. And our last character, we have Ta. So like I was just saying, with Ha, Ha, and Ta, they look similar, but you can also see the difference in between the three. All right. Ha doesn't fully connect, right? Ha fully connects, right? La fully connects, but it got a kickoff at the end. All three of those distinctions you want to record for your learning. You understand? You want to be able to identify each one of those characters. Okay, let me check the chat, just in case anybody got any questions on the chat. Most High in Christ, Nazum. I see you the only one in the chat tonight. We got 7 viewers. Nazum is the only one in the chat tonight, man. What's up with that? All right, so I'm finna get this off the board, right? And what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna put the curriculum on the board. I'm gonna put the picture of the curriculum online for y'all, right? Did you have these?
Kind of what kind?
Got them all. If you need more time for the bottom, go ahead.
Got the bottom. I don't want.
All right, no switch. Oh, Salaki, I didn't count the Assyrian, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a printout for you. So remind me next week to have this printed out for you. You know what I'm saying? And it's easier to study it like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that in the Assyrian, right? In the Paleo, we got 22 characters. In the Assyrian, there's 27 characters. So each of those characters that had 2 characters that represented that one specific character is also counted as a character. You understand? One will be found at the beginning or the middle of a word. The last character will be found only at the end of a word, right? And I'm gonna show you an example in a second. All right. Let me share your screen and put this curriculum up here. All right, so we'll be going over learning the Hebrew names of priestly attire. Okay? The Hebrew names of priestly attire. All right. So y'all online. Everybody that's online, you can go ahead and start recording or writing down. Let me see, I'm trying to make this a little bigger for y'all. Boom, just like that, right? You gotta bear with me, man. It's my first time. Well, not my first time, but still getting used to using this this website. Okay. Do it like that, and that way I can come back and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So you notice when the brothers are together, some brothers may have a crown on their head. Some brothers may have a mitre. Salakia, since you don't have the access to the online, I'll just show you a picture, okay? This right here, what you see Captain Mashak wearing is called the mitre, right? It's that wrap on it. It kind of look like a turban, right? But it's pronounced a mitre, right? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you, this is the English, right? This is how you say it in the Hebrew, but I'm gonna write it in the English. Let me explain it to you. So in the Hebrew, it's called Matazah, Salaki, Matazah Napah. That's called the mitre. So Matazah Napah is a mitre, right? But I'm gonna write it in English. All right, Matazah Napah. All right, so keep in mind what you just wrote out as far as your characters, correct? Because this is what we're gonna use as a base, right? So, what characters do we see? All right, we see Ma. All right, we just went over Ma. Okay, so since English goes from left to right, that's the way I wrote it, from left to right. The Hebrew or the Paleo, right, goes from right to left. So when I identify this Ma here, I'm going to write it here though. Okay, so we see Ma. All right. We know that our next character, we see Tazah, right? So since we see Tazah written all the way out in the English, we know that Ma and Tazah is not connected to each other. Okay. So the connection is used for pronunciation, right? So this is how we identify that it is not connected, right? This little disconnection, this is what we call a disconnector. So I'm gonna write Ma and I'm gonna put that disconnector up under there. You understand? We see Tazah, right? So I'm gonna write Tazah right here, right? And then our next character, what we see is Na, right? So since we see Na, we know that Tazah and Na is not connected also. So you're writing it just like that, okay? So I'm gonna put Na right here, okay? Now what we see Pa, okay? We see Pa, right? So that lets us know that Na and Pa is not connected, right? So we're gonna put that disconnection up under Na as well. Now we see Pa, we're gonna write Pa, right? Then we see just TH left at the end, right here. So TH, there's a character that got TH in it, and it's what? Tha. But since we don't see that A, that lets us know that Pa and Tha is connected to each other. All right. So when we write Tha, right, we write a connector to Pa and Tha. And that's how you write it in the Assyrian, okay? I mean, Salaki in the Paleo. So to pronounce it, right, is Matazana Path. Matazana Path. That's how you say it faster. But you want to, when you're just learning it, you want to pronounce every character. Matazana Path. The path goes together. Online, I just want y'all to record what you see. You can use my audio if you can't see it on this smaller screen right here. Just hear my audio on breaking it down. The breakdown is already there for you as well, okay? All right, so that's called a mitri, right? What you see on my head, it's called a crown, right? Or we don't call it a war score. We just pretty much it's just a crown, right? Okay, or a headpiece. Okay, so I'm gonna say lock it. Crown or headpiece, right? Should have wrote it downward a little bit. That's too hard though. And this is called Itara. That's how you say crown or headpiece in the Hebrew. Itara. Okay. So when breaking down Itara, okay, we got to identify the characters, all right? So we know that I is by itself, correct? So we're going to write I right here, okay? What's our next character that we see? Ta, right? So what that lets us know that I and Ta is not connected to each other because we see both of them written out, right? So we're gonna put that disconnector up on the I, right? And we're gonna write ta right there. Okay. Now our next character, what do we see? We see Ra. Good job. All right. So that lets us know that ta and Ra is not connected, right? So we put our disconnector up under ta, right? And we write Ra. Ra, okay. What else do we see? Go ahead. Ha, but ha is missing what? Ha is missing the A. That lets us know that this is pronounced together. So it's not Raha, it's just Ra, right? So when we write the ha, we're gonna write it out in the paleo, right? But we're gonna make sure we put that connector to both of them to let everybody know that Ra and ha is pronounced together. So it's I, ta, Ra. Okay? I, ta, Ra. I, ta, Ra. If you got any questions online, come. Most time, come, sis. I, ta, Ra means crown or headpiece, okay? If you got any questions online, put them in the chat. I'm going to be checking the chat casually. All right, next we got a bonnet or beret, all right? I'm going to show you a picture of this so y'all don't be lost. Or so, Salaki, so that you don't be lost, all right?
Come.
Bonnet or beret. This is considered a beret. That is a bonnet, all right? I mean, Salaki, this is a bonnet. This is a beret. Okay? That's a headpiece. These are headpieces. This is a bonnet. That's a beret. All right. So how we would say that in the Hebrew, right? Magah ba'ai. Magah ba'ai. All right? That's how you would say it. Magah ba'ai. It means bonnet or a beret. All right? So like I said, since this is in English from left to right, we're going to write it in Paleo or in Hebrew from right to left. So first we're going to identify the characters. We see what? We see ma, right? So our first character we're going to write is ma. Okay. Then we see God. Good job. Most High Christ. That lets us know what?
That's a disconnector.
That's a disconnector, right? Between the ma, right? And the God. So when we write God, we're looking for the next character. The next character is Ba. Good job. That's also a disconnector. Since you see that character is fully written out, right? So we write that Ba there, right? What else do we see? I. Good job. I see you with your hand up. I know you was gonna get it. So I, right? So when we write that I there, we put a disconnect on the Ba, right? What else do we see? Go ahead. Ha, right? No A. So what they tell us? It's connected to what? I. Good job. Magah ba'ai. So a metric is called the what? Pronounce it for me.
Magabai.
La'ah. That's a bonnet or a beret. A metric is called a what?
Mataza Napa.
Matazah Napah.
Mataza Napa.
You want to pronounce the if, like I say, if the character is all the way written out, pronounce it. That's what's helping you to pronounce the word, right? So you got ma, you got tazah, you got na, and then when you get to the pa and the tha, it's connected, right? So it's pa. So now pronounce it.
Mataza Napa.
Good job, Most High Christ, man. Give yourself a hand. All right, a crown or a headpiece is called what? Go ahead. I-Tara. Okay. You see the I, you're going to pronounce that. You see the ta, you're going to pronounce that, right? Then you see the ra and the ha is connected. You know that is pronounced ra still, even though it's not raha. So it's still ra, right? So it's I-Tara. Okay. What a bonnet or a beret is called.
Magabai.
Magabai.
So like Magabai.
Most High Christ. You did damn good, huh? So you got your ma, you're gonna pronounce that. You got ga, you're gonna pronounce that. You got ba, right? You're gonna pronounce that, and then you got I. Just like with the ra, I, the ha on the ra, or the ha on the I, you kind of don't pronounce it, right? It's connected, but you ain't gotta pronounce it. Okay. So it's Magabai. Magabai. All right. Get this off the board. Most High in Christ, sis. I see you. I see you. All right, we got two more, and then I'm gonna pull it down on the online for y'all. Okay. Write down these last two. Let me see. Yep. Okay. So now you be seeing the brothers in what? In the garment, okay? You see us rocking them garments on Sabbath during Sabbath class, ISUK functions, Passover. You're gonna be seeing some hell of a garments during Passover. Them sisters gonna be in them dresses as well. Go ahead. Feast days, correct. So you see us rocking the garment or a robe. Slacky, I should have put the robe. This is also called a robe, right? It is my ayal. My ayal. That's what a garment is called, right? All right. So when we're writing it in the paleo, y'all finna help me with this, okay? What do we see?
Ma.
We see ma. So we're gonna put that ma right there. Okay. What else do we see? I. What they tell us? Disconnected to the I, right? The ma is disconnected to the I. So we're gonna write the I right there. Right? What else we see? Yeah, good job. What they tell us? It's also not connected. The I is not connected to the ya, right? So when we write this ya here, what else do we see? La with no A. All right, so what that tell us? So how do we pronounce it? Just the ya and the la. Y'all. All right, just like in the English. Okay. My y'all. You know what a girdle is, Op? You know what a girdle is? It goes about your pack, right? So boom, a sister will wear a girdle to pull in her, to fix her posture. The brothers will wear a girdle for a war belt. You understand? To keep that garment intact. Okay. So it's still the same thing. It's called the same thing. All right. So I was just asking so I can show you a picture of it in case you don't. All right, you see this around that brother's pack? It's called the girdle or a war belt. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna write it and y'all gonna pronounce it. Okay. What does that say?
Abanat.
Abanat. Good job. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. I but not. Okay. So boom. This should be easy to break down since it's easy for you to pronounce. And that's all it's about. That's all that the paleo is about. You understand? Understanding the characters, understand how they're written out, and they're pronounced. Once you got that, you can always remember this. You understand? The paleo is so easy to grasp, right? Or to become somewhat fluent with it, right? So what we got? We got what? We got I. So we're gonna write I here. Okay. What's our next character? Ba. So what we do with I?
Disconnect.
We disconnect it, right? Then what's our next character? Oh, Salaki, we put the ba here. What's our next character? Nah. What that tell us?
Disconnected.
It's disconnected, right? So when we put this nah here, right, what we got next?
Top.
So it ain't tazah? How you know it's not tazah? All right. So since, okay, you see the tie, you see the T here, you don't see the A, but if it was tazah, tazah just be written out. There's no way to connect it. You understand? All right. So since we got that na and ta together, we know that's pronounced not. Okay. Not ta or not. Okay. So we're going to put our ta here. And we're going to put the connector in between the two. I but not. All right. Pull this down. Line for y'all. The next 5 or the next, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and finish it out. The next 6. All right, we got that big priest, Officer Kawan, on the screen, man. You understand? Excellent example. You understand? All right, so the shield of David, right? That's what you see on this wall right here, right? We call that the shield, right? Or the shield of David. You understand? It is not the star of David. What is a star? A star is a ball of gas. A star is circular. You understand? This right here is the shield. I'll show you why we call it the shield of David, right? If you look up, what characters do you see? No, you don't see Yah in there. Just pay attention to this shield part, right? What characters do you see? You just recorded. You see Da.
He said it first.
Okay, no sweat. Most High Christ. So you see the Da here, right? And then you see another upside down Da, right? That's all it is. All right, so a shield of David is simply I'm gonna write it out for you. It's simply the signature of David. All right. It's simply the signature. So like I misspelled the hell out of that, right? It's Hiel. The shield of David is simply the signature of David. We're talking about King David, right? So anytime your signature is required, right? Let's say you're trying to go get your birth certificate, right? You need a copy of it, they need their signature, they need your signature on there. You're gonna put your signature in a certain way so they know that you signed it. It's designed directly for you. Anything that your signature is on, you understand, we all know, or the government knows that you seen that paper and you wrote on it. You understand? Well, that's the same with that shield up there. You understand? When they seen that shield, they know it was stamped by David. You know why? Because it is his name. You understand? Dawadah means David in the Hebrew. Okay? Magun means shield in the Hebrew, right? So what that is called is Magun Dawadah, which is the shield of David. Okay? I'm gonna write that out. Go ahead, Warrior. What you want to say? What? Yahweh. I mean Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. That's Christ. That's Christ's name under it in the Hebrew. So we got Magun. Okay. That would die. All right. So we're gonna break both of these down. Like I say, this means the shield of David, right? Not the star of David. That's how you know the Jewish ain't the Jews, because what they call it, the star of David. You understand? They don't even understand what it is. You understand? That's how you know they are not of Christ or of the Most High God. You understand? They don't even understand the language. They don't understand that this man goddamn signature, Salakia. They don't understand none of that. You know what I'm saying? That even when they writing their Hebrew, it's gibberish. You understand? So, all right. So Magun Dawadah, we're gonna break this down. Hold on, let me get my red marker. All right, what we see?
Ma.
We see Ma. All right, what else we see?
God.
We see God. All right, so we're gonna write God here. All right, and also let us know that Ma and God is disconnected to each other. Right, and then we see what else? Without an A, so we're gonna connect it. All right, so we're gonna write that Na there. All right, and we're gonna connect it to the God. Magun. Magun. Not Magan, but Magun. Ga and Na. Gun. Magun. All right. All right, our next word, right? What we see? Da. All right. There you go. You finna start to see it, right? What our next character is? Wow. What that tell us about Da?
Disconnected.
It's disconnected, right? So we're gonna write Y here. Okay. And then what else you got? Da again. So what that tell us about Y? It's disconnected. So each character in this word is what? Is disconnected. All right. So all the brother did, or the King David did, right, was do this. He put his first initial, his first character to his name, right? Or you can call it an initial, right? And he put the last initial to his name upside down, right on top of it, which formed the shield of David. Formed the shield. You understand?
Found the one come.
Slocky, you took it off. I can't see the currency, Slocky. That I'm getting to your comment late, but I know you participate. You understand? I know you participate. You got me. All right, so I'm finna get this off of here. All right, we're finna go over the next 5. Slocky, if you don't got that, send me your email. I will send you that sheet. You understand? That's gonna have the curriculum on there for you. All right, and that goes for everybody online as well. If you do not got it, or if you cannot record it by writing it, right, or you just want the picture for whatever reason, put your email in the chat. I will send it to you. All right. All right. So next we got, like I say, this is priestly attire. You understand? It ain't a nigga if he ain't got that chain on. You know what I'm saying? That little drip. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? We can't do no without that drip, man. We always got that drip on us. You know what I'm saying? We gotta shine. I mean, it's just in our culture, it's in our tradition. You understand? To what necklace is. Jewels about your, the rolls of your mouth. Go ahead. Specifically gold. Well, we do diamonds, you know what I'm saying? We do silver. You understand? We just buy that drip. You know what I'm talking about? So a chain or a necklace, right, is a part of a priestly attire. Is it a necessity? No. You get what I'm saying? It depends on the person. You get what I'm saying? You don't like the word change, you ain't got to wear change. You get what I'm saying? It ain't, required. All right? So it is called, I'll just write it up here. I want y'all to pronounce this one. I want to see if young man can get it for me for a second. Go ahead and try to pronounce that. Get that man a hand, man. You're making me proud up here. You're making me proud up here. All right? So, boom, it is called Isupk. Isupk. Right? So, what we're going to do is we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down, right? What we see? We see I. Okay? We see I. We see what else? We see not. That let us know that I is disconnected. We're going to write that not right there. What else we see? Huh? Qua. But we don't see the A for the qua, right? So that na and qua is connected, right? So when we write the qua here, right? Slocky, I wrote another Q. Good night. I probably did that on the whatchamacallit because I do not remember writing qua properly. The na and the qua is connected. I think I did. When I wrote the characters up here, I think I wrote Q instead of writing the qua. Okay. All right, what's another, a little section of as far as accessories, right? That we wear. Rings, okay? I'm not big on rings, you know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of brothers that are. You know what I'm saying? Officer Number 1, for an example. You know what I'm saying? A brother there, he wear them rings. All right? So, like I say, that's a part of a priestly attire. You get what I'm saying? We all about that drip. You understand? Nobody rock it like a nigga. You get what I'm saying? And that's why you got all these other groups or races of, that mimic us. You get what I'm talking about? They put the gold in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? They put the diamonds in their mouth. You understand? That's our culture. It's our tradition. You understand? They mimic us. Just like they do with every single thing that's used as entertainment in this world, as far as baseball, footballs, You get what I'm saying? We doing it, we taking over. You understand? We give that flavor, and that's the salt of the earth. You understand? Salt meaning the flavor. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I'm gonna write this out. Y'all gonna pronounce this one for me too. Okay. I want you to pronounce it, Junior. Taba. Why you make me proud? That's my son right there. Give him a hand. Taba. All right. So boom. We're gonna break this down quickly. You understand? Because we got a whole nother part of the curriculum. We're gonna try to run through them. Just wanted y'all to get the basics. Young man Fabian, you got the basics, right? It's catching on. It's pretty simple to you. Most High in Christ. All right, so boom. We got tie here, right? All right, we're gonna write it right there. We see ba as well. That lets us know that the tie is not connected to the ba. All right. So we're gonna write that out. Okay. What we see next, we see I, right? That lets us know that the ba is not connected to I either. You understand? So we're gonna write that out. And then we see this TH, right? We don't see the A. We know that it's tha, but we don't see the A, right? That lets us know that I and tha is connected. Boom and boom. Put them connected. They connection right there. That's how you do it. All right. Next thing that's a part of priestly attire, right, will be earring. It's like I'm supposed to write it in blue. Slash nose ring, okay? It'll be called the same thing. And it's called nazum. Nazum. All right? Does that mean earring in the Hebrew? No, it just means jewel. Jewel. You put a jewel on your ear, okay? It's like fucked up. Y'all wasn't gonna say nothing with it. All right, so nazum, which means jewel, right? And we put that jewel in our ear, on our nose. You understand? Most times it be what they consider a birthstone or whatever. People write, but we don't believe in birthstones. You get what I'm saying? It's just a simple element, right? Which could be a sapphire, or ruby, or whatever. You understand? But nazum, right, is what that's called. So there's no Hebrew word for earring. There's no Hebrew word for a nose ring. It's just simply called a jewel. Okay. All right. I want to break that down for you so you can understand. Nazum does not mean earring. Nazum does not mean nose ring. Nazum simply means jewel. Okay. So when we break this down, right, we see na. Okay. We're gonna put that na there. Then we see, okay, we see za. So that lets us know that na and za is not connected. We're gonna put that za there. And then we see the ma, right? Without the A. So we know that it's connected to the za, right? That makes the zum sound, right? So what we do is we put that ma there and we put that connector between the za and the ma. Bing, bow, boom. You understand? All right. I'll get that off of here. All right, next, what you see us wear, you might see us with a bulletproof vest on, right? Or on our garments, you may see the shoulder pad, you may see the it's like it's slipping my mind on what it's called, a gauntlet, right? You might see knee braces, right? Anything like that. The whole garment or priestly attire is built for this word, what I'm finna write here, right? This is what it's ultimately called, right? This is what we wear it for. Armor or equipment, all right? Okay. And in the Hebrew, it's pronounced like this. Y'all pronounce that for me.
Sure.
Say again.
Sure. Not sure.
Na, sha, and qua, right? All right, so try to pronounce it one more time. Lashak. Good job. You see this, and it remind you in the English of shack. You understand? We ain't talking about shack. You get what I'm saying? We're learning Hebrew. Na, sha, and qua is nashak. All right? Nashak. All right, so all nashak means is armor. Armor. What you laughing at? All right, so boom. When we break this down, we see the na, correct? All right. Then we see the sha. That lets us know that the na is disconnected to the sha, right? So we're going to put that sha there. And then we see the qua with no a, right? That lets us know that that's pronounced together. And it's not shack, but it's shock. All right. The shock. All right. The last one on this one. Let's see, do I have time? I have no time. All right, so boom. I'm just gonna be the last one, right? And next we're gonna get. Let's see something. Coming, no sweat. All right, next week we're gonna get to the part 2 of the items that will be found in a classroom, or I'll get more in detail of it, right? So we got Nashak. Then what else? Lastly, footwear or boots. No, not shoes. Boots. Boots. We rock them boots as far as our priestly attire. Boots. Boots, braids, boots and waves. You understand? All right. So that is pronounced in the Hebrew. This one gonna trip y'all up too. You understand? I need y'all to pronounce that for me. You got your hand up too fast. Come on with it, young man, Fabian.
No.
Say again?
No.
Man, this nigga is making me proud. How long you been learning the Hebrew?
I think the first time I had came in here.
And you ain't had it since you first. All right, Most High in Christ, man.
I looked at the chart a handful of times, but I had trouble like writing it out.
Okay.
And
if you need help with that, let me know, and I'll write it out with you and help you, guide you on writing it out. All right, so boom, we're gonna break this down, right? We got the na. All right. Okay. We see I, right? That lets us know that the na and the I is disconnected. Then we see what? La. And so that lets us know it's connected. That's what make the all sound. right? Also, all means over in the Hebrew. So that is the root word. Root word. This is over your foot. You understand? So now all right? Yeah, that boot covers or is over your foot. You know what I'm talking about? Which make it footwear or boots. So all is the base word for the all, which means footwear or boots. Okay. So with that, you can go ahead and scoop to the back a little bit more. Y'all go ahead and spread back out. It's pretty much all we have time for today. Tonight's class. So with that, this is how we would end the class. What we're gonna do, we're gonna Yajimata, which means to stand. All right. Yajimata means to stand. So like if y'all can see me. I didn't want to turn it. All right. Yajimata, which means to stand. A Majim is at ease, right? A Majim Shabbat is here. Then you go back to a Majim. Salaki, we're giving a courtesy salute to the teacher, which is myself. We go back to a Majim. We Barak. Barak is your right hand or your right fist over your chest. And then y'all would say what? Shalom Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shah Barakatah. That's to me. I would say it back. Shalom Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Barakatah, right? Then I would say Sar. Sar. Sisters will be sitting over here. We're going to turn to the sisters, right? And we're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. We will go Yajimata. I mean Salakia. Amijim Shabbat, right? Back to Amijim, Barak, and we will say Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Then the sisters is going to repeat that back to us, right? And then we would Yajimata, which is at ease again. I mean, Yajimata, class dismissed. And then we would clap it up. All right.